everybody, it's your friend and your guy and your favorite kid in a candy store, Gardiner, the Linux gamer. This video is brought to you by the 133 amazing people over on Patreon who helped this show become what it is today. I want to give a special shout out to Christoph, one of my top tier Singularity members. The top tier members get special recognition at the beginning of each video, so thank you, Christoph. Your support is truly appreciated. If you like this video and you think to yourself, you know what, this guy's funny and observant and very good at predicting things, hit that like button. It really helps the show out. You can also hit that subscribe button if that's more your speed. But if you want to actually have a service that respects your subscriptions, head over to LBRY. LBRY.tv/@TheLinuxGamer. It's an awesome decentralized service and I love it. So at the beginning of every year, I like to make a couple of predictions about the year ahead, and I like to organize my predictions in a bingo chart because there's one game that I love more than any, and it's bingo. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take a look at what I predicted at the beginning of the year and see how I did. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of fun here. Oh, and the way the predictions work is that there's the prediction, which is like what you see in the square, and then when you mouse over it, there's a punchline to follow up with the prediction. The punchline is not what I am predicting, it's just a joke. What is listed when you look at the square without mousing over it, that's the prediction. So we're gonna start, and this is gonna be a lot of fun. I always love doing this. Let's start with the free space. The video game industry edges closer to the economic precipice. Nobody foresaw the great video game crash of the roaring 2020s, except for Jim Sterling. Yeah, that's the free space. We are at a point now where the video game industry is teetering on ruin. I mean, how many times has Bethesda resold Skyrim, right? How many different ways can you resell Skyrim before you have to create a new frickin' Elder Scrolls game? For serious. There's a bit too much of complacency in the gaming industry, let's just say that. Alright, so the first prediction here. GNOME's next release brings us a brand new and totally useful GTK3 app. GNOME Tautology. The app accepts user input and just repeats it back to them, all with a gorgeously rendered UI and copious aesthetic. Yeah, you gotta say aesthetic like that, because otherwise it's just aesthetic and that's not interesting. So I don't think that GNOME released a new app to go along with the latest GNOME release, so I'm not going to give myself points for that one, unfortunately. So we're 0 for 1 here. In 2019, 4 video game streaming platforms will launch. I don't think there were 4. Stadia launched, and then I'm trying to think of another one. No, I think Stadia and maybe xCloud. I don't think xCloud even launched. The follow-up is they will all die within 2 years because streaming video games is a stupid and terrible idea. So yeah, I'm not going to give myself points for that. There weren't 4 game streaming platforms. There were a billion video streaming platforms that launched this year. I should have predicted that. All right, next prediction. To remain competitive, Steam will reduce its revenue split with developers. That did not happen. No points for that. To compensate for the loss in revenue, Valve opens the floodgates and allows everyone else to publish crap on Steam. Recently, I haven't seen a whole lot of crap on Steam, which is pretty commendable to Valve. However, still, I don't think that they should let anyone and their uncle post junk on Steam. But Valve, they do their own things. So no points on that one. Despite their saying otherwise, Epic brings their storefront to Linux along with a very popular first-party title. That did not happen. Windows gamers complain because Fortnite is somehow harder to play on Linux because of the terminal. That's pretty funny, actually. That makes me laugh. I was thinking about giving myself half a point for this because Epic has been giving grants to Lutris, and Lutris is pretty rad. But yeah, I'll say half a point. Valve announces their next game and the hardware required to play it. All right, finally, we have points on the board. We have points on the board here. And the game and hardware are actually released too. December 21st, 2025. That's a little Valve time joke. Those never get old. Yeah, but Half-Life Alyx was announced this year. That's pretty awesome. I honestly did not expect myself to get points for that. But that's 1 point. So I think the score is 1.5 now. All right, next prediction. Other Linux storefronts adopt Proton and contribute code back to the project. Amusingly, Mac users still don't get any of that sweet, sweet Proton love. And they never will. But there's no points for that. I don't think there's any other storefronts, like mainstream storefronts, that are using Proton. So no points for that one. Australia bans the use of free and open source software. Their reasoning? Open source is, quote, too secure to ensure national security. They have not banned open source software as far as I'm aware. If they have, which wouldn't surprise me, let me know in the comments. KaiOS gains a significant foothold in Western markets, one that continues to grow throughout 2019. They announced that the base HTML engine is to be migrated from Firefox to Chromium. That did not happen, as far as I know. I haven't heard a hoot and nickel about KaiOS this year so far. So no points for that one. In 2019, I finally finished DistroQuest. I end up settling with Solus. No, that did not happen. I have not finished up DistroQuest. I have been talking about doing more DistroQuest videos since January, and I haven't gotten around to... I did one. I don't know if that counts. I did one DistroQuest video this year. Yikes. I don't think that deserves any points, though. For the first time, sales of electric and hybrid vehicles eclipse that of traditional gas-powered cars. In other news, human beings are still objectively terrible at driving. I think that I almost give myself a point for the punchline to that, but no, I don't think electric vehicles or even hybrid vehicles and electric vehicles eclipse the sales of regular cars. No, not even close. Microsoft announces the deprecation of, quote, backwards compatibility in legacy applications in Windows 10. The update removing these features unintentionally breaks Windows Update, Edge, and the Windows Store, leaving users with an objectively better version of Windows than they had before. I don't think that they announced that. They didn't announce the legacy compatibility. That's going to happen next year. That's happening next year. But when they do, and it breaks all those things, we're definitely going to have a better version of Windows. Facebook loses 60% of their market share as another year full of scandals, mismanagement, and apathy degrade consumer confidence. MySpace seizes on the opportunity and allows users to bling their profiles with animated GIFs like it's 2002 all over again. While they didn't lose 60% of their market share, they actually had a year full of scandals, mismanagement, and apathy. Just watch the Senate testimony of Mark Zuckerberg for evidence of that one. Holy moly. I'll give myself half a point for that one. We're at, 2 points now? Declining sales and stagnant innovation force Apple to announce that Tim Cook is resigning as CEO. After several months of struggling to find a replacement, Microsoft acquires the tech giant for $559 billion, putting Steve Ballmer in charge. There would be no worse way to piss on the corpse of Apple than to put in Steve Ballmer as the head of Apple. That would just be kind of funny. Although, honestly, I like Apple way more than I like Microsoft, if I'm being completely honest. And y'all know how much I don't like Apple, so that should tell you how much I really don't like Microsoft. Bitcoin dies in 2019. It's replaced by a fork of the project that allows for, quote, takesies backsies. Yeah, I'll give myself a point for that. Bitcoin is dead. Come on, guys. If you're still on the Bitcoin train, hop off. 2019 is a banner year for System76's Pop! OS. They launched several innovative ideas and progressed the Linux desktop as a whole. Yeah, I'll give myself points for that. I mean, honestly, the stuff that I saw when I was in Denver for Pop! OS was pretty impressive, especially the tiling extension for GNOME. I mean, that thing is gorgeous. In 2019, yet another Chromium derivative gets the fleeting glimpse of mainstream attention. The twist? It's actually a web browser written entirely in JavaScript and distributed as an Electron app. Oh, that's one of the worst abominations I've ever imagined. And I'm pretty sure when I actually like made these predictions at the beginning of the year, a few people showed me GitHub pages of Electron-based web browsers. It does not, that is an abomination. That is a sin. Get out of here with that. But I will give myself points for that prediction because Edge is moving to Chromium. So yeah, good luck. Good luck, guys. Online privacy headlines dominate the news throughout 2019. Yes, that is absolutely points for me there. Facebook launches an awful ad campaign about how bad social networks are for you. Like, you know, how the tobacco industry makes those cringy anti-smoking ads to make smoking seem cool. Yeah, that's a bit topical, and it's full of facts. No, online privacy headlines. If you missed it, there's a New York Times article I'm going to link below. It's an opinion article where some guy leaked a whole bunch of like anonymized location data. They were able to find like Johnny Depp's phone from this anonymous location data. Dude, and they found senators, they found frickin' everybody with this supposedly anonymous data. So come on, no. Online privacy is huge. People are waking up to the idea, to the facts of the matter, and so I'll give myself points for that one. Well-earned points, I might say. In 2019, YouTube reveals their plan to modernize the platform. Yeah, let's go with points for that one too. Instead of fixing the subscription feed, YouTube shows off a new feature called Shadow Puppet, which makes live streaming shadow puppetry easier. Wow. Yeah, no, YouTube has done a couple things this year that have really kind of regressed the platform. All the new stuff on YouTube, all the new, like there are hardly any new features that are worthwhile on YouTube. That's why I'm all in on LBRY. Check it out, lbry.tv/AtLinuxGamer. Holy crap, I'm so close to a bingo, guys. I didn't know that I would get this close to a bingo, honestly. Hopefully we get a bingo with this next one. Purism shows off a previously unannounced feature of the Librem 5 phone. Said feature is a hardware kill switch for the power button, allowing users to never turn the device on and rendering it invulnerable to exploits of any kind. Did Purism announce a new feature for the Librem 5 phone? There's the Librem 5 USA. Does that count? Let's look through their post history really fast. Yeah, I'm not going to give myself points for that one. I just spent like a good 5 minutes looking for... No, I don't think I get a point for that, unfortunately. So, no bingo yet. Dang it! Ubuntu announces plans to upgrade their installer. All versions of the Ubuntu installer, including Ubuntu Server, will be based on Electron and require at least 2 gigabytes of RAM to even boot. I don't think that happened. No. No points for that one, unfortunately. The channel gains 25,000 subscribers in 2019. Let's look up how many subscribers I actually gained. 14,000. So almost, but not quite. 10,000 away. Let's shoot for 25,000 next year. I want to get to 75,000 subscribers by the end of 2020. Let's do it. I think we can do it. What do you guys think? Hit that subscribe button, for God's sake. Linus Tech Tips launches a dedicated Linux series on the channel. It's surprisingly pretty good. They did not launch a dedicated Linux series on their channel, unfortunately. But I've been thinking about joining Floatplane. Does that count? Elon Musk makes history with a SpaceX rocket launch. Musk loads a secret biological payload onto a Falcon 9 rocket destined to crash land on Mars, thus beginning terraforming the surface. Was there a massive... was there a big SpaceX launch? I don't know. I don't think so. No points on that one. And the remaining AAA publishers without PC storefronts all announced they're releasing their own competitors to Steam. Upon joining the race to the bottom, Activision promises a negative 2% revenue split. Somehow, that's profitable. No, I don't think that happened either. Gaming industry is actually a little bit more collaborative than they were at the beginning of the year. You're going to have the likes of Doom Eternal on Steam, which is actually really nice, rather than on Bethesda's crap-ass launcher. Yeah, so that was fun. Almost got a bingo. How many points is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. I think that might be a new high score, actually. Yeah, dang. All right, cool. I'll take that. Let me know what you think. Do you have any predictions for 2020? What's going to happen in the tech world next year? Let me know in the comments. If I think it's funny, I might appropriate it and put it in my own predictions. Just fair warning. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this video. If you believe in the work that I do, you can support the show with a monthly contribution over on Patreon. You can also pick up a t-shirt. There's a link in the description. But no matter what you do, whether you hit that like button or share this video with your friends, don't forget to subscribe to see more from me, the Linux Gamer. And as always, thanks for watching.